amount of time bashing the right, I feel like it's time to do a little policing on the left. Who the fuck am I to do it? No one. What right do I have? Probably none at all. Do I care? No, I don't. So you're going to hear my take. And especially if you're here, you're going to hear my take. That's why we're fucking here, right? The big thing for me when it comes to the maggot, I got caught up in my stuff there. Not the maggot. The left. This story has been bugging me. So let's find a source that we decently like. Let's go to Axios. Let's go. Big thing I want to talk about here. Oh, by the way, stream rundown. I usually do a stream rundown. I'll let you know. This is me giving you kind of the rundown. I got kind of caught up in the talk of it there. We're going to go through the oral arguments. We're going to talk briefly about the Emoluments Clause. But while I'm here, I definitely wanted to touch on this because this one was huge. And this is the one that I would get the most shit for. So if you want to catch your clips, you want to fuck with me, here's your time. Here's your moment. So to the Ben & Jerry's co-founder, to the people rioting for Gaza, people doing all the stuff, the people that are willing to do stuff on college campuses and all this stuff, I feel like, me personally, this is a willingness to show up and show out in a way that these people, and I don't know for sure, I haven't talked to every single one of them, maybe they're out in the streets every single day protesting for Comar Abrego Garcia, right? Maybe they fucking are. But I ain't seen it. And you know what always gets these fucking clicks is this Gaza shit. And so the Ben & Jerry's co-founder goes and does this, and don't even fucking clip it. Like, I don't think there's something going on. Like, I don't think there's, improvements to be made everywhere. Don't fucking make it out like that, because I'll argue with the other side just as easily as I argue with this one. But here is your moment. We have people standing out. How many CEOs do you know that have made it their plight that the American people are going through something right now? Do you know? Is anybody aware? How many CEOs have come up, shown out this way, gotten arrested because they feel that Comar Abrego Garcia needs to go back? Because they're talking about suspending the writ of habeas corpus. Because they're talking about ending birthright citizenship. Where is the outrage for things happening in your own backyard when you are willing to show up and show out for people who... Have you ever heard that you got to install your own safety mask first? I want to talk to any one of these Gaza, pro-Gaza dipshits. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying you are a dipshit because you're pro-Gaza. But if you are so pro-Gaza that you are anti-America to the point where you won't go and change your own fucking country, won't participate, won't vote for Kamala because you thought you were doing something... Let's pull up that story if we're going to get into it. Has anybody heard about the 1 million Gazans that are going to be forcibly removed? Anybody? Anybody that didn't want to vote for Kamala because they felt so hardcore about what was going on in Palestine? Anyone want to chime in now? Don't worry, these headphones, they're real nice. I can hear you. Wow. Oh, not shit? You ain't got a damn word to say? Nothing? Nothing at all. Oh, yes, silence. Because now they're being ethnically cleansed, but in a fucking real way, not in some nebulous way, not in the, oh, well, the UN said that a genocide is plausible, and then you fucking idiots run with genocide forever. No, we're talking about a forcible removal, a fucking Nakba. That's what they're talking about again. You people bitch and you moan about the Nakba, and then when it's proposed again, I want to see the same way I have, because I have maggot friends. I have friends that voted for Trump, and they have come to me and said they regret it. I want to hear it from you on the left, you pro-Gaza dipshits who said a vote for Kamala would be one step too fucking far, and you couldn't do it, and then we lost the vote, and Trump is in there, and he's going to ethnically cleanse 1 million Gazans, 1 million people from Palestine. What the fuck then? What do you got? We're waiting. Chat's open. You can talk. You can join. We can hop on Discord anytime and we can talk. Is there any answer for this? What were you thinking? You had two options in front of you, and you chose the one that was worse for the people that you supposedly care about the most. How is that better? Is the argument that, oh, well, Kamala was going to, you know, cut a hand off and then Trump is going to cut an arm off. So it's really not that big. I'd still have part of my fucking arm, right? You understand that we're not going to get everything you want. If you're a single issue voter on something like that, you're never going to get everything you want out of that. But I really do think this is my theory on you people. You don't give a shit about people in Palestine. You don't give a shit about people in Gaza. You don't give a fuck about those. You like this one because the Ben & Jerry's CEO does it. Because it gets clicky clicks. Because all your stupid fucking friends encourage you. All your dumb little friends all have the same opinion, and so you can all lean into the same idea. Oh, we have our little group where we talk about it. Free Palestine. Oh my God. It's clicky. It's fucking trendy. Do you really think that this is the worst thing happening in the world right now? If it was, don't you think you'd probably go do something about it or fuck off? Or, I don't know, vote for the person who is going to do substantively less harm to the people you supposedly care about? Wouldn't that be at least the bare minimum you could do? If you sat on your ass and you would have voted for fucking Kamala in 2024, we wouldn't fucking be here right now. And then we could all have a discussion on how to change a real working U.S. government that actually follows the Constitution, that actually respects the right of its citizens, that actually gives you the writ of habeas fucking corpus. Now all you dumbass protesters, if you get arrested, do you even get to challenge it? You didn't think. You put on the kids' mask and you put on the Palestine mask and then you fucking passed out. And then both were fucking on wrong. You put both masks on wrong because you rushed both. Now the kids are dying because they're fucking dying of cancer, no research, all that stuff. The long-term effects of this shit, we will not feel, because they're long-term effects, we won't feel for so long that people will misattribute them. They will go to the wrong, when the Democrat takes over and starts fixing these things, if the Democrat takes over, I shouldn't talk about that. If and when a Democrat takes over, they're going to be responsible for fixing it, but people are going to look back and say, oh, well, there was a Democrat in charge and all this stuff went bad. All these kids started getting sick. Yeah, because we didn't have fucking research for 4 years. Yeah, because we took money away from essential programs. Yeah, because we put people in a really bad spot, and you sometimes don't feel it right away. Sometimes people can get along for a while, but then shit fucks up down the road. You put on the kids' mask and the Palestinians' mask first. You put them on both wrong, you passed out, and now they're both fucking dead. That's the analogy. You fucked up, the kid's gonna die, the Palestinian's gonna die, and now you're gonna fucking die. That's what you did. That's what you did. It's the analogy for your